Just came out of the indigenous celebration here in Toronto, and I was so moved to find the two artists here with me, and they played a very powerful music, and the message from the music was also very inspirational. So please, can you introduce yourself? We start from you, sir.
Yes, my name is Jaaji. I'm from northern Quebec in Nunavik, a town called Huartap. I'm Inuit and Mohawk.
Okay.
My name is Chelsey June. I'm from Ottawa. I'm Métis Algonquin Cree, French Canadian, and together we're twin flames.
Okay. And from the message of the music that you just delivered to everyone watching you out there today, first tell us the message we are trying to get across to everybody here at the Indigenous Festival.
I think a lot of the songs that we write about are about true life, the experiences that we have, where in hopes to have people feel like they're not alone. It's important that people realize that there's always somebody there that's willing to help, and also to have our own experiences in our own lives, and try to relay that message where even if it gets hard, it does get easier. We see a lot of communities that are suffering with suicide and violence and drugs and alcohol abuse, and I was a policeman for 12 years, and I try to do my best to help our communities. But I think in the 4 years that we've been doing music, we've done a lot of work with going into schools and even singing our songs or hearing them on the radio. People write to us and say thank you for writing that song.
Mm-hmm. And what exactly do you think that message would be to somebody who is not used to your music and is meeting you for the first time?
I think we just try to prove that, we are all human. It doesn't matter what language we're singing and what race we are, what religion we practice, music can bring everybody together in one place, and it has this awesome power to heal. And so through our music, we try to always have morals of hope and healing and inspirational stories, because life is not always easy, and it's not possible to be happy 24/7. So what are the things that people can rely on in those moments when maybe they're not feeling their greatest? And that for me has always been music. You can have that favorite song or that one thing that really speaks to you, and it's going to change your outlook for the entire day. So we try to do that, even if it's just for 3 minutes and 40 seconds, to bring people joy, to bring them that happiness. And healing is a circle. So as we share our own personal stories and our struggles, other people share as well. And it's this circle that, connects us to everybody, really.
Mm-hmm. And for someone like me coming to Toronto to witness this festival, what message would you want people outside this festival to also have as to the participation and understanding all the things that have gone on with the reconciliation and the need to understand the history of the Indigenous community?
I feel that it's a progress. Everything is happening, and we're very lucky in Canada. A lot of people will still complain about how far we've come, but I think that, we're trying as a people, as a nation, and we're proof of that. Our music gets played on mainstream media, on CBC, and we're being more and more accepted every day. So I think it's a testament to that evolution of reconciliation in our country.
We can continue to complain about things that have happened, but at the end of the day, we are in control of who we are, what we do, and we got to stop blaming. We have to stop acting out just because we are put in a corner. I think the only thing we can really do is decide to do something about it ourselves and move on.
Okay.
Yes, I mean there's a lot of hate today. There's a lot of anger. We understand that. We realize that, but we ourselves have to do something about it.
Okay.
We can't keep relying on somebody else to do what we need to get done.
And how do you think your community has also been able to handle some of the injustices of the past? What was the panacea for holding on and keep on going despite everything that the communities have suffered?
At the end of the day, if somebody is feeling that way and everybody is feeling that way, then the community is done, it's finished. I think that everybody has a role to play, and as long as everybody does their role, you know, the medical staff, the social services, the policemen, the education system, the justice system, the municipal system, the regional system, everybody has to do their part. So everybody's always saying, okay, let them do it. Let them do it. It doesn't work that way. We have to do it ourselves. If we want to get something done, we have to do it ourselves.
And it's always easier to blame other people and fall into substance abuse and fall into negative life patterns. I think individuals need to be accountable. You know, horrible things have happened to our people and continue to happen to our people. But there needs to be a point where people can reach out and say, I need help, or I need to make a difference in my own life. And then by that one person making that choice, hopefully it creates a domino effects in our communities where families are going to start to heal, children are going to start to heal, and eventually all the things that have been done to us as a people will start to heal. That's our hope. That's my hope.
Okay. And how far do you travel across Canada?
Far.
Just to give me a bit of a...
So, a bit of an example.
Yes.
I had never traveled to the Arctic. And when Jaaji and I started touring together, our first summer tour was pretty much the Arctic. And most of these communities are fly-in only, so there are no roads. You fly hundreds of thousands of kilometers to get to these destinations, and some of the towns are as small as 200 people. And you know, you land in a tiny little airplane, and the runway's made of gravel, and you're just there. You're in the element, and there are no trees. In the summer, the snow does go away for a little bit, maybe about a month and a half, 2 months.
Yes.
And the rest of the time there's snow. So,
And you also mentioned something about the blowing wind in your
Yes.
song. What exactly is the significance? Because I caught that while you were singing.
yeah, so there are no trees in the Arctic above the tree line. So the wind is very, very intense. There's nothing to block it. So if there's a day where there's a storm, I've never seen wind like that in my life. Like just blowing snow, whiteouts, you can't see anything. And, you know, it's just planes get grounded. You can't get to your destination. The wind is the boss up there. You know, the weather is the boss. And
Yes, I know you guys are very busy and you are on the road. You are leaving this environment to go somewhere else. And as we conclude this interview, please, I will leave this open. Tell the viewers whatever you think you want to pass on to those who are watching this particular interview.
Keep an open mind. I think people often end up starting to grow up inside the box that they create. There is a huge world out there, and there is a lot of people, a lot of different people. But at the end of the day, we're all the same. As we can continue to go on battling, but at the end of the day, when you are all fighting the same battle together for the greater good, it's so much easier.
And your message?
my message is always leave a positive footprint in everything that you do. You know, you have that power as an individual, as a person, to always leave a positive footprint everywhere you go. Like Gandhi says, you know, be that change that you wish to see in the world, and we try to live that every day in our lives. You know, if we can go somewhere and make a difference in one person's life, even for that moment, then our life purpose is being served.